Welcome to Finance with Factor,
Oops, apparently we're already recording, so here we go.
a place you can come to laugh and learn from local experts who love to discuss everything related to the world of real estate.
Weird passion. It's one that I actually share a little bit, so it makes me a weirdo with you.
Each week, we'll cover a unique topic
Let's talk about condos.
to help you understand the mortgage industry, navigate the home buying process, and grow your business while maintaining a slice of sanity.
Okay, fine. I've been confused by a lot of things over the past few years.
Now that he's climbed safely atop his soapbox, here's your host, a senior loan officer with Movement Mortgage, Jason Factor.
We get rate watch alerts every day with people from past files and things like that. And I had a bunch trip this morning after some rate movement yesterday. So I was like, ooh, I got to run in. And I just got lost in numbers. So I apologize that I'm late.
You're good. No worries. All good.
But in addition to the fun of holiday math and trying to actually do loans, there's all the other fun stuff we do, like, social media. B. Murphy is a realtor with Lamacchia Realty, and she and I have known each other for a couple of years now. We've been involved in a lot of real life community outreach and growing our networks, things like the Chamber of Commerce. We do semi-regularly things at a local community center where we do bingo for some very spicy ladies.
Very spicy.
And B does some really great marketing efforts, including a calendar that I have on my fridge that I look at her face every day, which tells me if my kids are in school, out of school, and what time they're getting out of school. And I pretty much live by it. But in addition to that, B also has a really impressive social media footprint. And so I wanted to bring B on to talk a little bit about some of the raffles and things that she does. And frankly, beg, steal, and borrow all of your ideas, because I've been debating whether or not I should do something like this. So welcome to the podcast again, B.
Thanks for having me again.
Would you like to introduce yourself a little bit beyond what I just did?
Sure. I mean, B. Murphy, I work for Lamacchia Realty. I've been doing real estate. It'll be 9 years in March. I have jumped on the social media wagon as soon as I started seeing it work. And then I think a key part of it is like differentiating yourself and not being like every other realtor out there. Right? Boring, because there's I think 25,000 of us out there and we all do the same stuff. So it's like, I don't like following the mold and, I like to differentiate myself. So
Do what people want, right? Like, what do you click on? What do you look at? Do that.
exactly, like, what do you want to see? What do you want to do? What do you enter, right? Like, we all enter giveaways and raffles and stuff. Like, what are the stuff that you want to do?
Is that really how this whole I'm going to do raffles thing started?
So I started doing the giveaways on social media as a way to increase my following because, I started green. I'm just like a normal average person with the followers and stuff. But like social media is more like how many more eyes on you and how many more people can get to you. Just like your reach is that much bigger. So I started just randomly doing them. I'm sure I saw someone do one. And I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. So here are some things I learned along the way was,
Before you go too far into that,
yeah,
how do people actually see what you're doing right now? So B. Murphy is doing a raffle right now on her
yes.
Instagram page. Tell us a little bit about it and how people can follow you. And then let's get into the lessons you've learned along the way.
Sure. So I have a giveaway now. It ends Sunday because it's the New Hampshire Ice Castles, which I've always wanted to go. I did 4 tickets, so it's like a family of 4 or 4 friends. It's up in New Hampshire. I did the short period of time. I normally do a little bit longer, but because these tickets go fast, I'm scared that if it's a long giveaway, they're going to be all booked up. So I did add that disclaimer while supplies last because I'm not in control of purchasing, they're sold out on the date they want. But again, I did that because it's local-ish because most people in this area can drive there and go there and make a weekend of it. And it's something that I've wanted to do. So I just had that idea and I did it this week and it ends Sunday. So follow my page. You have to like the post, follow me and Ice Castles, which I didn't collaborate with. I just tagged them, whatever. And then tag 3 friends you want to go with. And then if you share it to your story, you have to make sure you actually tag me so that I see it. Like if you share it to your story and you don't tag me, it just lives in La La Land. Like your people will follow it, but I don't know that you did it. So if you share it to your story, you get an extra entry. And then I use Wheel of Names to then
Hmm.
compile the people,
I've
press
seen
go, and
I've
there's
seen
one
the
winner.
little raffles. Like you literally log in and she spins the wheel of names with all the people on it, and it's like boom, so and so won. It's super
Yeah, and
easy.
it's I do it once, it's not rigged, I video it, and it is what it is.
So what have you learned along the way while doing these? Because this is not your first raffle. You've done it pretty
No, so when
regularly.
so I plan them out. I do one a quarter, and then I kind of change the item based on the seasonality of it. So the key parts of doing the giveaways is you want to make it hyper local, because when I first started, I did some like 12 days of giveaways, and I did like Amazon, Home Depot, Lowe's, like things that kind of made sense for real estate. But that reaches such a broad audience that, like, someone in Arizona could enter, and I'm like, "That doesn't really help me in my business." So, I started doing more local ones, and then I also made a little extra rules on it that they have to be at least, like, a Massachusetts, Rhode Island, or New Hampshire resident. Certain ones I did it, like, 18 plus at least, because, again, you have to be mindful of who you're trying to target, like, who your demographic is. So mine, because of my age and where I live and stuff, it's, 30 plus to 45, probably has kids, suburbia, like that's my following. So I kind of try to figure items that like I would want to do. And then, sometimes I'll do posts on my Instagram just being like, what are the hot items? What are things you want to buy that you don't want to buy? Like, what are things you want that you don't want to spend money on? And stuff like that. But I would just, my mindful thing is just make it hyper local, find a business to your town or area, and don't do it so big and broad, because again, it increased my following like a ton when I did like the bigger ones, but then after the giveaway, everyone just unfollows you. So I see their game and I caught on. So I was like, no, no, no. Quantity over quality.
Well, especially on social media, right? Like, and I tell people this all the time with any marketing. My thought is always like, what value am I bringing, but who am I attracting? Anytime you do this, you have to have the target audience in mind. So that's
Yep.
really smart. I assume it took you not that long to pick up on that and start
No, after
really
the first
hyper
12
focusing
days
in.
of, yeah, I got burned on that one because it was like a whole bunch of gift cards, and I watch how many followers I get, like how much increases I get. I don't care, but as long as it's growing and my reach is getting bigger. But the amount of followers that dropped post giveaway on that more generic one was like really telling. I'm like, okay, people just wanted to enter and to get a gift card to Amazon.
Yeah.
Cool, but not worth my spend.
Nope. Yeah, yeah. What's the ROI on it? And
Yep.
social media is a tough ROI to begin with. So if you're putting in, like I've seen you do hotel giveaways, right? If you're putting in a couple $100s on a hotel, you want to make sure you're getting a good ROI on that, which is you need one customer to actually follow
Yep.
you.
Yep. Yeah.
What other lessons have you learned along the way?
For the giveaways or just
Yeah.
more in general marketing? You don't wanna make them too long, people lose interest. Everyone's attention span's not long these days,
Hmm.
so maybe it's a couple of days, maybe like, the longest one I've done is a week. You have to make them catchy, tag the business that you're trying to sponsor, collaborate with. Even if you didn't like, for the ice castles, I didn't ask them to do it, I'm just buying the tickets, but I
Yep.
tag them. You never know if someone's having a nice day and from ice castles and wanna also cross promote me. Never know. Those are the big ones.
And you'll get the people that are following again, your target audience, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Have you actually seen some success stories from it beyond just
So,
numbers on a ticker?
like, as far as not because I haven't, they're once a quarter, so
Yeah.
it's not like I do them a ton. So, yes, as far as social media presence, 100%. Um, and then the other part is remaining active with those people, like, whether it's like I had one winner and like once in a while, like send messages, like because they're still sharing their lives. Like I usually follow them back, unless they're like complete weirdos. But and then just interacting with them and just keeping in touch. Because again, like it's a long game with
Yeah.
this kind of stuff. It's not gonna be like, "Oh, yay, B gave me $50, so let's buy a house with her or sell a
Yeah.
house." Like, no.
You know what?
I need to
I
like
didn't want to move, but she did give me this really cool trip to the ice castles. Maybe I'll sell my house.
totally. So you just have to like again, it's just expanding your brand, your reach, getting people to know you, like you, trust you. And then just hope down the road, like even if they don't, like maybe they have a friend and they're like, "Oh,
Mhm.
once this realtor I won whatever." a giveaway.
So
You
going
should
in
use
with,
her.
with open eyes and expectations in terms of realistically, what are you getting out of it, right? Like what, again, your return on investment is eyeballs, not necessarily dollars.
Eyeballs and reach, because that's how like half of the real estate. You have to be, it's an interactive sport, whether you're out networking or you're doing social or doing them both. Like you can't be a secret agent. So you have to be out there doing stuff. And you can't just do one. That's the thing. Everyone's like, what do you do? I'm like, you have to do all of it. Like you have to juggle 50 balls. You cannot drop one because you're going to be pissed you dropped that one ball. So
And you do a great job of combining. I opened up the podcast by saying, here are all the things she does in real life, and then here's what she does online. And the fact that you match your online presence to your real life experience, I think is not only key, but it's really telling for you. And that, like you said, you're keeping it local, you're keeping it to your target audience, and you're doing all those things in person too. It all becomes complementary to each other, it sounds like.
yeah. And authentic, because the whatever I'm posting is me, is things I like and things that I am good, bad, or ugly. I am me and I like what I like and I do what I do. And it is what it is. But again, it comes from a good place. So I think it'll all work out in the end.
If you would like to follow B, her handle, please hand it out again. Tell people how they can follow you, like, and subscribe so that they can enter into your contest.
Yeah, just search up B Murphy. You'll find me on Instagram, Facebook. So I even opened up TikTok account.
Oh, no.
I did. I had to. It's against all my core. It's against my soul. But again, I am not on there scrolling dance videos. I'm just posting content so people can find me. All the eyeballs. But yes, you just search B Murphy, and you'll find me.
And she is really a good follow. She does a lot of stuff that isn't giveaways. She provides content. Usually it is her thoughts on the way to or from some appointment. But I've always enjoyed following B. She's a really great resource, even for other realtors and people in the network or in the networking space around real estate. B is a great follow. So highly recommend it. I know you are busy and that I was late, so that is on me.
All good.
But I really appreciate your time. And thank you for doing this. I'm going to try to think of a way that maybe I can do it myself as long as it's compliant.
Yeah. Follow the rules and do what you gotta do. Yeah. And that's, you can't do the other point. Good point. Be careful on what you can post on Instagram and like doing certain items you cannot post. So yes, follow all the rules and do it properly. And worst case scenario, ask ChatGPT what's allowed. So yes, good disclaimer there.
Yeah. I am big on disclaimers. As you see at the beginning and end of this podcast, everything we do here is considered approved and legal. So please reach out to your compliance department. Make sure that anything you are doing, reach out to your lead broker. Anything that you're posting as a realtor, a lender, even an attorney, I would hope you know the rules, but you never know. Make sure that you're always staying within those compliance rules. I will do my best to stay out of compliance prison so that we can keep posting more podcasts and networking with B in the future.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'll talk to you soon. Happy
All right,
holidays. Bye.
You too.
Cool.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Finance with Factor. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Then if you really like us, open another podcast app. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or really wherever else you enjoy podcasts. Search Finance with Factor and do it again. The more places you like, share, and follow helps our ratings. But that can be our little secret. Have a question about today's episode or an idea for an upcoming episode? Post a comment. For more content, follow Jason Factor on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Finance with Factor. All content discussed on Finance with Factor is self-published by Jason Factor, Senior Loan Officer, NMLS number 1401985. All rates, guidelines, and advice shared on this episode is subject to change. To contact Jason directly or for a full set of disclosures, visit his website at jasonfactor.com.
Jason Factor, NMLS number 1401985. Movement Mortgage supports equal housing opportunity. NMLS number 39179. NMLS, consumeraccess.org.